the second thing is, and I want to be clear on that, is, okay, the second thing is, where was the police? They didn't do the investigation when the lady went to report that she was a victim of that crime, of that theft of identity. I don't understand that. But anyway, maybe it was a survival situation. I don't know. I don't know all the story about. But talking about theft of identity, you have people who came to your land, your country, from nowhere. They don't even look like you. Okay, I have been taking your identity in a way because they are called now African for decades. And they have imposed a social system that have enslaved the population, the people, the black people of the country. Do you really think that, okay, that the thing that we call apartheid, do you really think that when you see that kind of mentality, something is okay with the way that, okay, they handle, in a way, that situation of the girl? But my problem is not even the girl, actually. It's not really the problem. Listen to me carefully. My problem is not really the problem of Chidima, the girl, but how? Because what if the mom was South African? Because they didn't know first, okay? So, because the girl has a foot, a Nigerian foot on the side. What is Nigeria? Okay? Who recently came to South Africa, compared to the people who have been inflicting, okay, sorry for my English because I don't speak English as a first language, for decades, a system called apartheid. What is Nigerian did so wrong to you guys that you can hate Nigerian who are African like you, compared to the people who came and who said, if you go to the museum of the apartheid, you will see how black people, white people perceive the black South African. You even have pictures. It's dehumanizing. But then they even have a town, or I don't know, a region, I don't know if it's a town, and I heard that probably it's more than one, that they call Orania, that no black are supposed to enter in their own country. Do you know that in their country, white people who represent probably 4% of the population owns I think 34 or 33% of the land. They own the land. Then the second people the population who own the land are the colored. Colored is the mixed people. How come then come the Indian? So black people who are the majority only own 4% of the land in their own country. Africans, we don't own your own land in your own country. That doesn't shock you. But the real problem for you is Nigerian people. I'm not Nigerian, but I'm really shocked. Who Nigerian did what so bad to you that to the point that they even can push away the real issue of the people who put them in this. When I saw the precarity in which the black live, I mean, I've been there, but I didn't know the level until I read more. And they hate Nigerian who recently came into recently compared to those who came for decades and enslaved power into power. I mean, this is a situation. You have a land, you have a country, a land that your parent gave, your ancestor gave to you. Let's say with proof on it. And then all of a sudden, someone snatched it away from you. And in that land that was belonging to you, the stranger who come and snatch it away from you, tell you that it's no longer yours, it's them. or they make you feel like it is them, they're yours in a way, but still in your own land or in your own place, they still own some of your own place. Instead of making sure that the people, the stranger who is doing that to you, you are going after your neighbor who has, I mean, no, it just doesn't make any sense to me. They are upset when when people are the African and the black in general call them xenophobic. But when we want to talk about racism, do we really have the right to talk about racism when we see how black to black, African to African, we are acting with each other? How do you see that? And by the way, I cannot condemn them very much because let's say that apartheid just fell in 1990, right? So if in tell me that Mandela wasn't aware of Orania, because when I read that, it was already there in 1991, if I'm not wrong. So did Mandela knew about that or not? It would be interesting to know that. So a system doesn't fall like that and end. It's a process of years. But it means what? It means what I have been saying for like many videos now. That black people in general, we need healing. We are traumatized. We need healing. And it takes me to a story, a real story that happened to a French singer who was originally from Israel. He was originally from Israel. His name was Mike Brandt. Why do I talk about him? Because when I watched his documentary about his life, I understood something very important, and that applies also to us as black, okay? Mike Brandt was originally from Israel, so yeah, he was a singer, and I don't remember all of his story, but he was at the peak of his career. Like, he had everything. That man was handsome. That man was everything that someone would want to be. He was handsome physically. He was talented. He was gifted. He had money. He had fame. I mean, he had everything, okay? And then out of the sudden, for no apparent reason, because maybe there were some reason that we didn't know really much, the man just deleted his life, okay? He ended, like, he jumped out of, okay, a building, a window or something like that. Actually, he jumped on the top of a building, okay?